And blessings, family. Sister Ajali, this is very serious. Please share. I was just with a sister friend who's so dear to me. Um, and she and her entire family has relocated to California. And it pained me so deeply. I can't even describe it. But we do the best that we can with everything that comes to pass. Now, I was having a wonderful conversation with her about man made radiation, and just by chance, in the car on a drive, and she was speaking to a friend of hers in Cali who is a professional medical person. I can't remember the person's name, and I wouldn't say it here in this share, but nonetheless, this woman who lives in California is a friend of hers in Cali. It said that someone sent her one of my videos. I was so excited. I was just like, thank you. The word's getting out. Because what I'm going to share with you today, it simply proves how this radiological contamination is being deliberately sent to black us. And when I saw this, I was so disgusted. I was so disgusted. Please listen to the whole share all the way through. Like, subscribe if you care to. I'm always finding new things that need to be told about this radiation because it doesn't just go away. It doesn't dissipate, doesn't dissolve. And share comments, please. They're all wonderful encouragements for me in a advocacy that is vital. It's absolutely vital. No one else has the chutzpah to do it. And I'm not talking about the white anti-nukers that are here, but they're not here for black us. I'm here for black us, right? Because they ain't gonna talk about none of this. So please encourage your soldiers. Buy my books, and I'm working on the soap without a doubt. But all of these different things, the day is just, all this stuff takes so much time. So let me not belabor this. San Francisco, where they're going to have armed robots out on the streets, guaranteed income program for pregnant black women that pays up to $1,000 a month for a full year, expanding into 4 other California counties. What the hell? Why are they hunting you? Why are they hunting us? Hey? Because this just is nuts. It was just a couple years back, California introduced this new Crown Act. And even the wording of it was meant to just entice us specifically over to the West Coast. I'm going to show you why they want to do that. But when I saw this, I said, what? Cali? What? Where it's supposed to be an open workplace for natural hair. That's all wonderful. I'm not against that. But when I see it being enacted in California, I know what's up. And this thing here, good Lord, talk about a bribe. California reparations proposal could mean $223,000 per person in payments for black residents. California wasn't even a slave state. I'm not saying California ain't racist just like all the other states, but I am saying it was a free state. It never experienced shackled slavery. And as a matter of fact, if someone brought their so-called slaves to California back in the 1800s, they would be, by the law, considered free the moment they showed up. But Cali never encouraged black people to show up over there. There were actual laws where you were just stopped at the border and told, get the hell out. And there's more heinous, horrible things that go on in Cali historically against black us. I'm not going to lay it out because I'm here for the radiation. But just so you know, ain't it weird coming out of hella weird? There's no black love between a black man and a black woman, heterosexual movies whatsoever. Not a single one. Let's go over that too. Where's Laurel Canyon, which was a vicious indoctrination facility for the stars in Hollywood? That's located in LA, right? You got to notice the programming. You got to. If you don't, oh my goodness gracious, you have got some serious issues. Okay? Now, that was all in Cali. And so don't get it twisted. Ain't no love for black people coming off the West Coast anywhere. Oregon, same thing. You couldn't even be in Oregon as a black person and be considered legal. It was against the law to be black in Oregon. Now, all of a sudden, all these places just seem to love us. I wonder why. Let's take a look. Here we go. There's Japan. There's all the radiation that just came out on that. This is, I think, 1 month. Just 2 isotopes when there's almost 3,000. And bam, there it went, hitting the West Coast. And it hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped. It's come down in the rain. But this stuff don't go away. This didn't go away either. Even though the skies eventually cleared up. This is cesium skies. You have never seen the like of anything of the sort on the entire planet, in the entire history of man and kind of a man, all right? This is Fukushima. That's that projection map I just showed you. This stuff don't go away. It goes away in a couple 100 billion years, okay? But this is not our grandma and grandpa's old disasters. The concept is just a hurricane comes in, blew your house down. That's a terrible thing, right? But you build a new house and you get back to it. This stuff right here, oh my goodness. This right here, when they say, this is the old E&E news, they were giving so much confirmation of the hell of radiation that nobody knows exactly what happened to this site. Nobody knows who owned it, but it just poof, it was gone one day. All right? But this was one of the headlines that I caught, and then I did further research. I found out that the person who determined this was Dr. Yuri Bandashevsky, who autopsied the victims of Chernobyl, which was like minuscule compared to Fukushima, because there's a sarcophagus on top of Chernobyl. Notice ain't a damn thing on top of Fukushima because it would incinerate any covering that was thick enough to keep the radiation in. And according to TEPCO, every year that sucker is exponentially increasing in its radioactivity. So he determined that what that 50 right there means, that's 50 becquerels per kilogram of your flesh is enough to cause irreversible lesions in vital organs. All right? Okay? So here you go. If 50 becquerels per kilogram of your flesh is enough to just take you out, 27.1 quadrillion becquerels of cesium alone flowed into the sea. Doesn't even include the first week of crisis. And this article is from 2011. So this hasn't stopped. Okay? Still 30 times what TEPCO claimed, because TEPCO, Tokyo Electric Power Company, is a liar. Warning that significant pollution to remain. Because they know they couldn't stop it. They couldn't shut it off. So the entire homeless problem on the West Coast, pretty much that's the only place they want to say, oh, it's because they're so liberal. No, it's because they're such liars. Right? They're using that in order to quietly evacuate the population. And it's working for some folks. I would say probably a lot of people in this group that are just like doing a beeline out of California. They know about Fukushima. They know what's going on. They know that right now, sunflower sea star population declining to the point of extinction. And the U.S. scientists, as always, are completely baffled. Now, here they have thousands of dead starfish wash up on British beach. You would think that, oh, no, this can't be just segmented to one particular place. But then when you read the article, it says scientists along the West Coast are calling for action to help sunflower sea stars. They ain't going to do a damn thing to help them. Okay? Because this is about us. This is about eradicating us in every single method that they can. And this is the one that nobody knows about pretty much. Oh my goodness, and I almost forgot to include this part. This is the radiation. It's the radioactive tritium, which is hot water. Hot water. I've explained it before. I don't want to get into all the details, but it's the reason why Europe was on fire. And it's the reason why there was 48 inches of snow in what? California? That's because it's not the global warming. It's not our little cause. It's the hot water, the radioactive water that is collecting at both ends of the polar ice caps, melting all those glaciers, which when you put ice cubes in your drink, it makes the water colder, but it doesn't make the ice cubes colder. And that whole swirl, people like to stir their drinks up, especially if it's like several different colors. Well, we got several different temperatures swirling all around the planet, and it's drying up lakes and rivers and causing our planet to enter a terraformed Mars scenario. We ain't got to get on no Elon Musk SpaceX. My sister friend told me that she sees this warning on all the seaweed, and it's hard because I would be considered a non-factor. Even though I bring the data over and over and over again, it's hard to just open people's minds so they can see the writing on the wall. Dang nammit. This is the warnings they put on all sea vegetation whatsoever. It's on all of them. And the article, the writer says, I was browsing the food aisle at Cost Plus World Market in Walnut Creek, that's in California, the other day, looking for a healthy snack when I encountered something so unbelievable, I still can hardly believe it. I can't say I wasn't sorely tempted by the chocolate wafer snacks from Europe and Japanese sweets, but I was determined and finally found it. A roasted Korean sesame snack called Say Crunch. I thought it would make for a tasty snack, but then I noticed the sign above. Products containing seaweed contain chemicals known to the state of California to cause cancer, birth defects, or other reproductive harms. I don't show you what those birth defects look like. But trust and believe, for every discernible birth effect you see on the outside, there's 10 others far more detrimental on the inside that you can't see. All right? And this article was written 2015. Okay? And they've stepped it up. They've stepped it up so that the FDA is now importing everything from Fukushima, even though it was proven that the radiation levels haven't gone down not one iota. I would hazard a guess that they've gone up. Okay? So you need my books to support the only platform. Look around and you will not find the like anywhere on the planet. The only platform dedicated, no matter even if they shadow ban my existence, to have my sister just be on a conversation and the queen she was talking about, someone has sent her a video of mines. Wow. Wow. I remember reading a story about, I won't say which particular leader it was because then folks will say, see, she's a terrorist. No, this is for everybody's safety. Everything I do is for Black us, but what's good for Black us is good for the whole daggone planet. Okay? But anyway, this so-called dictator, before he managed to come to power, he used to send his recordings out on tapes. And it managed to find his people all over the place, all over the place. I ain't trying to be nobody's dictator. I ain't interested. I'm Black. I know better. Okay? But I'm just saying, they don't own you. They don't own me. Anybody who's willing to say, oh, hell no, you are not about to entice pregnant Black women into a region that is saturated with radiation. You are not about to entice them on my watch. Okay? So you need all these books, but most definitely you need Furnace of Affliction. I'm going to give you another. I was just getting back to my reading The Crime of Chernobyl. Oh my God. These people are filled with hate. Whoa! Dr. Nesterenko was giving the children in Belarus who were the most contaminated with radiation apopectin powder. Try to find an organic apopectin powder. I look for it. It's hard to find. Hard to find it organic. Okay? But he was shut down. They removed his ability to heal the children because he found that it reduced the levels of radiation in children with absolutely no deleterious harm caused by 50 to 75% in children. Now, I am not a licensed physician. I cannot recommend anything. I am just reporting what I found in data that ain't a daggone large YouTuber, Black YouTuber out here sharing with anybody. I read the knowledge, okay? It is wonderful to see that they determined the apopectin caused absolutely no harm to the children whatsoever, but it got that radiation out. And apple will not have the concentration that the apopectin powder itself has. The best remedy is get off the daggone West Coast. All right? But I'm just saying, there are remedies. There are remedies and cures. I read about them all the time, so I am just reporting the facts. I love you. Straight Black family pride, and we are forever if we heed the warning from a housewife. Peace and blessings.